WWE Raw kicks off with Bobby Lashley and MVP coming out, and MVP says Lashley accepting Goldberg's challenge won't end well for Goldberg. Then Goldberg comes out and says it doesn't matter how old he is, Lashley is next. Then MVP gets in the face of Goldberg's son, who's in the front row, and Goldberg comes back out and spears MVP. Shanky and Veer with Jinder Mahal in their corner versus Drew McIntyre. During the match, Jinder attacks with a steel chair, and McIntyre gets his sword to run off Jinder, Shanky and Veer. Nia Jax with Shayna Baszler in her corner versus Rhea Ripley, and Ripley wins with a roll-up. After the match, Nia and Shayna are angry at each other, and Shayna walks off, then Ripley hits Nia with a riptide. Mason T-Bar versus Mansoor and Mustafa Ali, and T-Bar wins with a spinning boot. After the match, Mason T-Bar hit a double chokeslam on Ali. Charlotte Flair comes out, trash-talking Nikki Cross, and says their match tonight is no holds barred, then Nikki hits Charlotte with a steel chair from behind. Tamina Snuka versus Doudrop with Eva Marie in her corner, and Tamina wins with a Samoan drop. After the match, Alexa Bliss is on the Titantron saying the winner of the match is Eva Marie. John Morrison and The Miz come out for Miz TV, and their guest is Damian Priest. The crowd chants CM Punk, and Priest calls Morrison a sidekick and says Miz will use anyone to get ahead, even his best friend. Priest says he came out to call out Sheamus, but now he wants to fight Morrison. Then he water blasts Miz. Priest versus Morrison, and Priest wins with a chokeslam. After the match, Sheamus attacks Priest, and Ricochet comes out to fight Sheamus. Then Priest and Ricochet versus Morrison and Sheamus, and Priest wins with a reckoning on Morrison. Matt Riddle versus Omos, and Omos wins with his two-handed chokeslam. Backstage, Doudrop attacks Alexa Bliss on her swing set, and Eva Marie says Lily the doll is yucky. Then the doll stands up by itself. Karrion Kross versus Keith Lee, and Lee wins with a powerbomb. Reggie versus Akira Tozawa for the 24/7 championship, and Reggie wins with a front flip roll-up. Nikki Cross versus Charlotte Flair for the Raw Women's Championship in a no-holds-barred match in the main event, and Nikki wins with a spinning neckbreaker off the second rope. We'll see you next week for the next Rush Raw review.